Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. My name is Bethany, and today we are picking up kind of where we left off from the last video, but not really. I have been trying to somewhat make sure I'm doing my maintenance cleaning, but today we're going to go through, get what I missed dish-wise and everything like that, get some breakfast going, and then we are going to go through and kind of deep clean this kitchen because it kind of needs it. And I'm not going through the cabinets, but I'm doing some scrubbing. But so anyways, how's your week going? Mine has been unpredictable. We'll say that. It's been a good week. It's just been a crazy week. So we have a lot of things going on at once, but I think I got them all done. So here's my problem. I will randomly start projects and forget how much time it takes to do said project, and then forget that we have things that we have to do on the weekend this weekend, and I won't be able to get it done. So with that being said, I got a little behind, but we're caught back up. And I wish I wasn't so tired, because I wish I would have brought you guys along more for it, because I didn't get to. I did get some things, but I was exhausted. And I may go back and try to finish up, if that makes sense. So, okay, this might make more sense if I just start where. So, today I'm deep cleaning, getting the house in order, except for I still have not deep cleaned the laundry room or the kids' bathroom. I did a quick tidy in there the other day, but we'll just keep going with that. But so anyways, I decided my son needed bunk beds. And with that being said, I decided to build said bunk beds, and also my daughter needed a new bed, I guess. I don't know. But I did go thrifting, and I did get some footage for that. I don't have it in this video, but I will have it hopefully in the next one. I just have to get to editing. I'm behind on editing. I did get a lot of things done and filmed, not everything, but I did get some things. I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, I did get some things, and I'm going to bring you along for some of it, but I wish I would have got more of it, if that makes sense. But so anyways, we went to the thrift store mid-project for my son's room of building bunk beds. I forget. Oh, I was going to look. They had a trunk, and I wanted to see about using it for a toy box, but I hadn't checked it the last time I went, so we went to see if it was still there. It was, but it was pretty worn on the inside, so we decided not to. But he found a dresser and a nightstand he really liked, and then my daughter found a bed she liked, and the next thing I know, we're completely and totally tearing their rooms apart and putting them back together. In his room, we went through and decluttered and things like that. Her room, we did not. So we're still working on both rooms at the same time, just doing what we can as we can, but it's kind of chaos. But so anyways, I also need to get the laundry room. So I had my work desk in there, and it's way too big for an island in there, which I wasn't going to use that as an island, but I wanted to see if I liked it, like the idea of having an island, and I had that available. So it's going to go in my daughter's room, but it hadn't at that point, so I put it in the laundry room to see if I liked it, and I hated it. It was too big, and I was like, I don't want an island. This is a nightmare. But whenever I switched that desk with my daughter's desk, because I don't want to put anything else in the basement at the moment, I put it in the laundry room, and that one seems to be doing okay. So I may still want to do one, just not anywhere near as big as my desk. My desk was huge, but it's going to work great for her because she loves art, and it has all kinds of area for all of her pens and pencils and all those things. So it'll work out great for her. But so I'm going to go through, I'm going to scrub these cabinets because it's been a minute. They are needing it, something awful. I wish I would have got the microwave today. It is kind of long overdue, but we don't get there, and that's okay. But we're going to get all these cabinets wiped down, and then we are going to scrub the floors and tidy up as much as we can for this week, because it gets chaotic so fast. One thing I want to get better about doing is before pictures, because I'm not going to lie, these cabinets looked really bad, but they don't look bad at all on camera. And my baseboards, I actually get, I love Bean, gosh, she's a mess. But they are filthy and they don't look that way, but they really are. So we're going to get those scrubbed in here. And the toe kicks and all the things, because they are looking pretty rough. But Bean always comes and checks on me. Also, she tries to find like little scraps and things that in the kitchen. Frank, he passed away at the end of March. We had him for 14 years, and I miss him so much. But he used to always keep the floors clean for me. I always joked, nothing hit the floor of food that Frank would handle it. But Bean didn't used to, but she started picking up after me a little bit more. But he always helped keep everything. I say he helped to keep it clean, but he just loves snacks. But I do miss him dearly, and I hadn't said anything about it just because, I don't know, I just wasn't necessarily ready. Don't know that I'm ready now, but I miss him so much. But so anyways, we had him for 14 years, and he was always my supervisor, always checking to see what I'm doing. And if he wasn't right there with me, he was right there with the kids. So always seeing what we're doing. And now Bean, she did it before. She's always supervised me, but I find her more times like in the kitchen looking for crumbs, or I guess because there's actually crumbs now. if that makes sense. Maybe she just never had the opportunity before, but she does go and look for the crumbs. But so here she comes. She's like, ooh, did you get anything good? I'm like, no, Fina didn't. Go on. I'm trying to scrub. She's so funny. But so anyways, we're going to get this cleaned, and then I'm going to scrub these floors. I also wiped down the outside of the cabinets or the appliances and all that. I get that done today. And then we're going to also, I think, make our way in the living room. Dining room. I think I work on that too. Yes, I do. Because I'm trying to get everything in the main. See, look, all that stuff. All the stuff on the floor you never know is there. And then on top of that, you can't even see what's on the baseboard. But I really wish I'm going to try to remind myself to do better before shots, just so that way you can see, like, it's a very lived-in house. I'm sure you could tell that anyways, but still, gonna do better, try to do better about that. But so anyways, I'm gonna get this swept, gonna get it mopped. We're gonna move on. I think I go to the dining room. I have no idea. Yep, it's the dining room. Okay, so also, if you look on the little, I'm going to call it a fireplace mantle, even though it's not, the little bar right there, those white cube organizer bins, I was using those at work. I'm not using them at work anymore. So I'm going to bring them home, or I brought them home, and I'm going to use them in my laundry room for the socks and things like that for each person, because I feel like they would hold up much better than the ones that I was using from my son's old I want to call them cubicles, but they're not cubicles. Cube organizer, yeah, that's what it's called. A cube organizer or whatever. I had the fabric ones, but they don't hold up as well. So these I think will work a lot better. And I may end up buying like a different little basket for it and using these in my son's room. I don't know. But for now, we're going to use them in the laundry room. I just haven't got them cleaned out and moved over there yet, because I do have some things in there. But I'm going to go through and get these chairs put up here. And honestly, I did not realize how much dog hair accumulated on the feet on this rug. I didn't like the rug doesn't even look that dirty. Like, it doesn't look like it's got a lot of dog hair, because normally you can see it pretty well. Also, Bean got a haircut, so there's just as much dog hair. It's just not as long, I feel like. I don't know. But it has helped with the shedding. She actually this time didn't mind her haircut. Usually she doesn't like it, and she lets me know she don't like it. But this time when we picked her up, she actually kind of liked it. She didn't look at me like she was mad at me. So, or she really liked the lady this time. Who knows? But I don't know. I've heard you're supposed to do the summer cuts, and then I've heard you're not supposed to. I don't know. We do it because if not, she literally looks like she's about to have a heat stroke every time she comes in the house. So we just go ahead and get her hair cut. But I'm going to get these taken down, and then we're going to go through, and I'm going to go ahead and mop in here. And I don't bring you along, but I did get, while that is drying, I go in the bedroom. I had used the shelf pegs in the last video from a small shelf that's in there to finish putting on the shelf boards for the shoes. So I bought some more at Home Depot, and they had a 48 pack for like $10, which is a lot cheaper than what they are at Walmart. So I grabbed those. And I also got some more command strips, so that way I could hang my husband's hats in the closet, because I'm trying to get all of our stuff back from the laundry room into the closet. But honestly, it was overwhelming in there and I was ignoring it. So in the last video, I didn't show you, but that day I went in there and kind of just did like a quick tidy and put things back and all the things, and it's made it a lot better. So I get that done on this day as well. I didn't bring you along, but that's okay. But also, I thought about putting my cookbooks out. I thought it'd look nice. I was going to use it, but I need a bookend, and I've been going to the thrift store. I haven't found one, but if I find some cute bookends, then I may put them out. I love going to the thrift store. We have one locally that I like, that isn't like Goodwill or something. I go there too, but there's a smaller one that I really love, and then there's one in the next like little town over, and it's really good. I love that place too, and I'm hoping that I can get down there this next week, because I didn't get a chance this past week. But I've been trying to go to the thrift store more for different things. But like I was telling my son, because he really, which is different for him, because he usually doesn't really pick things for his room when it comes to stuff. Like he's not one way or the other. But so we went to the thrift store, and he actually found the dresser and the nightstand, and they matched, and he really liked them. And I was like, dude, get them. And he was like, well, is that too much? I was like, dude, that's cheaper than one dresser that's not even good quality from Walmart. And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And that one, like the ones we got, it had the stamp inside, and it has like particle board with the laminate, or the veneer, not laminate, but it has a veneer in it, but it's like stamped furniture, and it's already assembled, so that's really nice. And so we went to Walmart later, and there was a dresser on clearance, and it was $160. And that was more than I paid for the bed, the nightstand, and the dresser. I think we paid $120 for all three, which is, I felt like it was a steal. Did I plan on spending $120 that day at the thrift store? Nope, not a bit. But I was super glad I did, because he really likes it, and he actually really likes the wood color, because typically I usually have like white shelves because they're from Walmart and they're cheaper, but he really liked the wood color. And then on top, he asked me later, he goes, Mom, you think you can make my shelves, like paint them to match? And I was like, no, because they're particle board and it won't hold the paint very well. But I said, if we come across something you like, we can always see about switching. And he's like, okay. So but I was actually surprised, because he's usually not one who really cares about what color. Like, he picks his room color and stuff, but he's very like chill, laid back. He's kind of like my husband. He don't care what color the living room is. He never has. Like, he just cares if I'm happy about what color the living room is. And I do, and I am. So he loves it. But that's kind of how like my son is, and I thought it was kind of cool that he actually had fun and found something at the thrift store. So my daughter, of course, she's like me, so she'll sit there and look and find stuff, but she had actually saw the bed frame the day I saw the trunk, and I didn't realize that the bed rails were there. So I was like, there's no bed rails, so like we'd have to get bed rails. And then the next time when we went, the bed rails were there. So I was like, yeah, you can have it. And she was like, really? I was like, yes, grab it. It's gorgeous. So we had a whole day of thrifting, me and the kids, and it was so fun. But so anyways, I'm going to get this living room tidied up. Again, we're just surviving. No, I don't know. I'm going to say we're surviving, because I didn't pull the couches out. I didn't deep clean in here. We're just trying to get it good enough in here. Kitchen needed some real scrubbing, but here it's not bad. The living room's not bad. I do want to eventually take my rugs up and pressure wash all of them, because I just like doing that. But again, we're gonna try and get driveway stained soon. Not stained, sealed. I don't know what I'm talking about. Soon. And then after that, I probably should pressure wash them before I seal the driveway. So when I do my overview for this video, I show all the way from our bedroom and our bathroom, the hallway, the dining room, the kitchen, and the living room, because that's all the areas that I've cleaned and all the areas that I am working to maintain, even through the chaos of the kids' rooms. I'm kind of backsliding a little bit, but we're trying to get it all done. But so, when I do my walkthrough, I just want to let you know that's why I go all the way from the bathroom through, is because I am still trying to maintain those areas while still cleaning other areas. And it's a bit chaotic, but thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you're at. Remember, today is a blessing, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.